You know, there was once upon a time where I thought the most interesting messages that I would get would come from Xbox, but it looks like PlayStation is slowly but surely starting to catch up. Oh man, what's up guys? It's Jack. Welcome back to another video. And man, at 2 a.m. in the morning playing against Sweats and Free For All, man, anything could happen, including interesting messages. Usually I'm used to getting hate mail, but then all of a sudden at 2 a.m. I'm getting somebody offering themselves to me in a sexual way and getting compliments telling me that I'm good, so to speak. I mean, I like the compliments, don't get me wrong. It beats the hell out of hate mail. Usually I get hate mail. That's one of the reasons why I've got my clan tag to girl. Most people are less likely to talk trash to a girl or whatnot, but there are those that kind of see that and they're like, yeah, you're probably not a girl, so fuck you or whatnot. You know, you're probably just posing as a girl. So, oh man, the toxicity of the Call of Duty community, especially at 2 a.m. in the morning or whatnot, is pretty high up there, man. And by the way, as you can see here, this is fresh, brand spanking new gameplay from Black Ops 4, and it's been months since I've been on this game, so it's kind of like a fresh treat to come back to it. And yet again, at the same time, some of you guys might be wondering, well, Jack, why are you back on Black Ops 4? I thought you were having fun with Modern Warfare. Well, I was having fun with Modern Warfare in the one game mode that I played, which they only had up for a week, and when I went to log in earlier today, I saw that they took it away. So the 3v3 Trench Mosh Pit playlist is officially gone, or game mode is officially gone from Modern Warfare after just a week. And it's only been a week, man, so it's like I've got this thought that maybe Infinity Ward or Joe Cod, or who knows, maybe just Activision, has a personal vendetta against rushers, man, because that was the only rush-friendly game mode in the entire game, in my opinion. Some of you guys might disagree with that, but I respectfully don't. I think Shoot House is still a freaking camp fest. Absolutely. The only other game mode that I actually liked in that one was Shipment 24/7. Go fucking figure. Rust is kind of like meh, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we'll have to wait for another 24/7 playlist on one of the smaller maps to see what happens, or who knows? They might bring it back at some point in another time in the future. The 3v3 gunfight. No, I'm sorry, not gunfight. 3v3 Mosh Pit playlist. Who knows? And maybe they'll even rotate maps to do it even better. But I was actually kind of surprised that they took it away so fast. So yeah, Infinity Ward hates rushers, but that's nothing new, right? When you look at Modern Warfare, in terms of the way that game is designed, it's almost like a hate letter to the rusher, basically saying, fuck you, we hate you, and we're going to create a bunch of safe spaces and doors and stuff like that. We're going to make the time to kill super, super high. We're going to make all the guns lethal. And if you put attachments on your weapons that have anything to do with speed or whatnot, or strafe speed, aim down sight speed, sprint out speed, we're going to punish you by basically making the gun a lot less accurate. Or, well, not a lot less accurate, but just less accurate. I mean, it's nothing crazy. With my personal experience, it really is nothing crazy. The recoil is very controllable, especially since the aim assist in that game is so fucking high. And strong. But hey, it is what it is, man. I mean, if you're enjoying Modern Warfare, good for you, and I apologize, but until they bring something of that nature back into that game, I'm not going to be playing it. I'm just going to go back and play older Call of Duties. So I hope that's okay with you guys. There shouldn't be a problem, but if there is or whatnot, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to force myself to play a Call of Duty or a game mode in Call of Duty that I personally do not enjoy. So, because when you look at it, this is video games after all. So it's we got to enjoy what we play, right? Or else we're just going to drive ourselves nuts. But there's also something else that I wanted to discuss in this video, something that is probably the main topic of this video, and that is K3, also known as the Korean Savage. Now, for those of you guys that have been here long enough, you guys might or might not remember that back in, I don't know, 2016, maybe 2017, give or take, I made an entire video dedicated to K3. This was back then, when he was basically starting to really get going on YouTube or whatnot. He was basically grinding the hell out of making videos every day, or even multiple videos every day. He was streaming here on the platform. He was grinding the leaderboards. That was his thing. Like back before he changed in terms of what he posts, which, by the way, I personally don't think he had too much of a choice in that, because you got to go where the algorithm is hot, or else you're just not going to grow that much on YouTube. But the thing is that basically before he started changing up his content from what he originally did, he was basically talking about a specific time to where I think it was something along the lines of he was having, like, I think he was going through some sort of maybe depression, or maybe he was just like unfulfilled, or maybe not completely happy or something like that. There was something he was going through a rough time in his life. And basically I was like, I very much empathized with the man, and I was like, you know what, I'm 10 or 11 years older than him, so it's like, okay, let me make a video and try to help a brother out. So I made a video, and this was back when Black Ops 2 was still playable. You could still find lobbies before it was hacked to death like it is now. So there was Black Ops 2 gameplays in the lobby. I mean, both of the gameplays that I used, it was a longer video. Both of the gameplays that I used were like 40 plus TDMs in Black Ops 2. And you know what? I made a video basically offering my insights and trying to help him out, and basically just trying to explain that, again, back then my commentaries weren't as consistent as they are now. I mean, I still have a lot of work to do in that aspect to this day, in my opinion. But the thing is, back then my commentaries, they were still uncut and everything like they are today, but they just weren't as consistent. But the thing is that I offered, basically, long story short, I basically told him how life is all about balance. And if you're out of balance in any way, shape, or form in your life, and you're consistently off balance, this is what can usually happen. So that was my opinion. He was actually very thankful. He actually saw the video. I tweeted it at him, and he was a lot smaller than he is today. And I tweeted it at him, and he basically liked it, and he followed me on Twitter, which was really cool. Now, obviously, as things have progressed, his channel has changed. The direction in terms of where he's gone has changed or whatnot. But whether you like this guy or hate him, you got to respect the fact that he made it past 2 million subs, probably faster than anybody else in history, and that includes Scump. And that's like, he's been doing this for like, what, 5 years? Maybe less than 5 years? And the man has made it past 2 million subs. I mean, you got guys like Thunder that have been doing this for like a decade that haven't even reached 1 million, and they deserve more than 1 million. I mean, Thunder deserves more than 1 million subs. It's simple as that. But the thing is, you got to give props to K3 for making it as far. Now, with that being said, don't get this twisted. Now, this video is not going to be in any way, shape, or form disrespecting the man at all. I'm just trying to give my insights once again on him going pro or whatnot, or maybe possibly going pro. But the thing is, like, just before you guys take this out of context, have I agreed with every single decision that he's made in terms of whether what he's posts or whatnot or things like that, or the reverse boosting or whatever it is? No, but at the same time, I'm not gonna like make a video disrespecting the man about it, especially since he's obviously achieved so much success, and he's obviously made the decision that basically this is what he wants to do. He had a window in terms of when to of how much time he had to dedicate himself to it, and he went full on, and he actually succeeded in his goal and then some, and he continues to succeed. So let's just say from a YouTube and content creation standpoint, as well as a streaming standpoint, the man, in order to achieve success, has worked hard. Like, he's grinded, he's put in the time, and at the same time, he's also done what he's supposed to do in terms of the algorithm and to strike where the iron's hot. You know, he's obviously doing Warzone now because that's where the popularity is, and he's succeeding immensely. So, and he wants to continue to grow, continues to succeed, and he's obviously got a vision. And like I said, have I agreed with every single decision that he's done? Fuck no. Whether it's on a moral standpoint or a content creation standpoint, but that doesn't matter. That's actually besides the point. The thing is that I'm going to get into the very nitty-gritty and talk about him going pro. Now, what I personally think is, like, if he wants to go pro, I think that the only logical way, in my humble opinion, for him to go pro, the only logical reason would be if he truly wanted it more than anything else. Like, in terms of succeed, like, he's got to want it to the same degree that he wanted to become a success on YouTube and on streaming and everything that he is today. So if he wants to be pro to the same level of love and passion to where he's willing to make any kind of sacrifice, whether it's morally or content creation wise or whatever it is, if he's willing to make that sacrifice and he wants it more than anything else, then okay, make that, then okay, then go pro. It's what you want to do. You obviously have access to pro players and communicating with other pro players and other content creators out there. You know, he can go through the transition and he can attempt to make it to be a pro player. Some of you guys out there, some people out there might actually think that he may not have what it takes to go pro in terms of quote unquote skill because he reverse boosts or whatnot. And the thing is, well, guys, putting reverse boosting aside, let me tell you, I'm not really defending him, but I'm just stating the facts. He's not the only one to do what he's done. I mean, there's been plenty of YouTubers out there that are very, very known that have reverse boosted plenty of times. And this is nothing new. This is an age-old thing. It's old. It's just more known now than it was back in the day. Okay? So you got guys like XJaws, what was it, Jay Nasty or whatnot. All these people have reverse boosted. You know what I mean? I mean, there was a whole 5-man team of pub stompers on Jay Nasty's team dropping advanced UAV so that way he can get the 5 Moabs in one game back in Modern Warfare 3. Cool. I mean, it's still an amazing accomplishment to get 5 Moabs in one game, whichever way you look at it. And again, this is not me knocking XJaws or Jay Nasty or anything like that. This is just me stating the facts, okay? So it's nothing really new, okay? So, but the thing is, for whatever... The thing is, when you look at it, though, there's still gun skill. Like, when you look at the gameplay, sure, he's going up against noobs or whatnot, but you can't deny gun skill. You really can't deny gun skill. I mean, even if K3 were to be in a free-for-all lobby and I was in that free-for-all lobby, he would win either all of them or most of them, because the guy you can't really dispute the fact that the man spends at least 8 hours plus a day, give or take, playing the game. And whoever plays more and works harder is the one who's going to end up on top. And the guy's got gun skill. So the thing is, he would probably end up on top. Although part of my ego basically says that yes, he would win, but at the same time he wouldn't win as easily against me in a free-for-all lobby that he would in other regular lobbies that he might play in. You know, so I like to think that I'd get a piece of him, but he would still end up on top. And those are just the facts, man. So that's basically my overall thoughts about K3 possibly going pro or whatnot. It was mentioned by a couple followers on Twitter, so I thought I'd talk about it. And that's all I got for this one, guys. This is Jack, signing off.